Welcome back to the check-in. My name is Jarrett, and here I am once again with Jeff Bryant, who runs facilities out in Ohio for us. Jeff, how are you doing?
I'm great, Jared. How are you? Thanks again for having me.
I'm super excited. I feel like you're a veteran now. You've been on now multiple times. Today, let's continue the conversation that we had in November about SATS for Soup. And SATS for Soup, for those who haven't, seen the first episode, I'm going to leave the link up here on YouTube, and if not, the link will be in the description. SATS for Soup is basically where Jeff and some other Compass Mining colleagues are taking some of their mining profits, and as the name would imply, they're turning that into soups for a local food pantry, giving back to the local community. And today on this episode, Jeff is here to kind of give us an overview of what has been going on, some of the developments, because we are still in the season of giving. We're in the holiday season. This is a time to really, think locally or think globally and act locally, as they say. So, Jeff, talk to us about some of the developments that have happened recently.
Man, I'm so glad to be back and I have so much news to report. Since our last check-in right at Thanksgiving, we received a blessing to operate under a nonprofit. So we are officially SATS for Soup is a nonprofit project. We have set up a Lightning channel so we can receive Bitcoin via the Lightning network. Happy to report that in just over 2 weeks of that channel being open, we've raised just over 100,000 satoshis. So people are in the spirit of giving for sure, and we're just excited to move forward, continue this.
One of the links on my phone that just sits there on my internet browser is the website, I think SATS per person. You've probably seen it if you're a Bitcoiner, and it just breaks down. And as the Bitcoin price has been going up, the Sats per Satoshi has been, kind of changing and as it's been getting bought up. So it's interesting that and I love how you could tell you're a Bitcoin focused person because you talked about it in Satoshis, right? We've raised 100,000 Satoshis. What we're going to do right now is we're going to put up the QR code to that Lightning channel. So if you would like to donate, this is how you do it. So we're going to put that up on the screen. And then we're also going to leave that wallet address down below in this episode's description. Jeff, if people are watching and they're like, I want to send Jeff some Satoshis, I have a Lightning wallet. What is the process by which they do that? They're going to send, they're going to scan the QR code, or they're going to put in the address, and they're going to send you over some Satoshis. And then what else should they do for follow-up?
Yeah, obviously, now that we're not operating as a nonprofit, this is considered a tax write-off for tax time here in America. So I would encourage everyone that does want to pursue that to please message me on Telegram or Signal. We can connect and go about getting you the proper paperwork for tax time for that donation.
I love that. And we call it Sats for Soup probably because it's an alliteration, it's catchy, it's easy to remember. At this time, though, and you're up in Ohio, and Ohio gets cold, right? What else? Are you only buying soup? I know, once again, it's called Sat for Soup, but just if you've ever been to a soup kitchen or volunteered at a soup kitchen, you know that it's not always just soup. That's kind of what they use to basically say nourishment for people. So what are the other things that you guys are potentially buying for the food pantry with some of the donations?
Well, it's the holiday season, and we know that typically people gather to eat. So we did a special Christmas week drop off. We're actually going to drop off tomorrow. Our hot spots are canned goods are easy. They're non-perishable. So the food pantry can definitely utilize those things. And I just like to be as broad as I can because not everybody has the same palate. So Costco's been huge. We shop at Kroger also. Soup, canned goods, cereals, grains, anything that's going to provide nourishment, really.
Yeah, it sounds like anything that's going to provide nourishment and also potentially could be on the shelf for a week or two without going bad, so it's
Right.
not lost. One of the things I love most about Sats for Soup, and I said this last night on our Talk Mining Tuesday. I'll shout that out. Talk Mining Tuesdays every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on X if you want to come and talk about mining. I shouted this out last night, and I personally have been donating crypto. I donate Bitcoin, but I've been getting rid of some of the Ethereum I have. I will admit that left over from a long time ago. I've been donating that. One of the coolest things about donating Bitcoin or crypto or any of these things that are appreciating over a long enough time period is you can start to donate less and less Bitcoin, but still give the same fiat impact, which is absolutely, I think it's kind of a change in the dynamic of thinking about philanthropically. So is that something you've kind of experienced with this? And are you, I guess I'm asking you and some of the other colleagues, are you guys tracking your donations and are you seeing that trend as the Bitcoin price goes up?
Yeah, it's since we've opened that channel, I get an inventory of all the donations when they come in, and it's interesting to see. It also provides the U.S. dollar value along with the amount of satoshis you have. So it's interesting to see that grow, especially as we shopped today. We were able to utilize money that wasn't there 2 weeks ago. So we know that as people give and this grows, that we're only compounding the progress for the future. It's going to be great.
I love that. We could probably talk all day. I want to make sure you get back to, working at the facilities, spending time with your family. We are in the holiday season. I just want to thank you for coming back on. You'll probably come back in the new year if you will accept my invitation to continue to talk about Sats for
Always.
Soup, because I think it's something that when especially miners find out and they already have some money on a Lightning and they're like, yeah, let me send Jeff some satoshis. It's something we want to continue to champion. It's something you're doing with a local community where we work, and I'm just humbled to have you on again. So Jeff, thank you so much, and I hope you have a good holidays with the family.
Man, thank you again for having me. It's a pleasure. Happy holidays to you too.